Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my 6th cast of Anything Ever. We are back with some more Beyond All Reason. 8v8, if I'm counting correctly. Yes, I am. Oonga boonga to victory, says SU, one of the players in the game. Beautiful. Alright, so we are on a it's a small-ish map for 8v8. I do like it, though. It looks like it's going to have a nice flow. And we'll go ahead and get to introductions. For the red team, we got Zestu, followed by Wisdom Andy. Then we got Old Daddy. We got X Not. We have Estuzd. We got High Men. And, oh, not and. We got I Wanna Know. And we got Falselander. Then for the blue team, in the bottom right hand corner, we're going to start with Javaris von Ebergoff. Javaris von Ebergoff. There we go. That's probably perfect. Yep. And then we have Buntimna 93. Yes, sir. And then we have Humble Jack. Thank you, God, for the easier name. And we have Inspersy. We got Matu Sakes. We got the Blue Pylon, thank you. We got Ag. And then we got Fruit Bat 8918. Alright. So, the highest rank in here will be Tima 93. And we got some other people close by on the red side, but overall, mid-level game, lower level game, you know. But those are super fun, and honestly, I love watching them just as much as I love watching the higher level. So we're not here to learn; we're here to burn at all these players when they make bad plays, to make me feel better about my own plays. I Wanna Know, refusing to acknowledge the fact that ticks are harassing him. That's how I deal with my problems. Ignore them. Ticks coming in from Oh Daddy. We're going to see if they have the same success as these ticks, who have gotten way too much damage done. That is their third mechs that they have killed, in addition to a Lazarus. A fourth mechs. Alright. A converter and a solar collector. Will they find more? Kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you guys. And everybody's just pushing out to the middle. This is the usual flow of the game, minus the hit, like, A team of ticks that have been over here. The SEAL team ticks. That was good. Thank you. Will he get anything more? Now that is a like commander in chief tick right here with how many ranks it's gotten. He was microing his heart out. Not doing a whole lot on the other side, but you know, doing enough, all right, to justify the amount of micro that was coming out. He did not let his macro slip. Okay, he did not. That is important. We have a construction bot from Fruit Bat, very optimistically, perhaps arrogantly, going to build. What was he going to build there? A radar. Is that a counter radar? I don't know. He was going to build something there, and that is just not your side of the map, bud. Well, it kind of is, actually. But it's on the high ground, and I don't need to tell you guys how important high ground is. All right, we have movies dedicated to that. We got fighters coming in here. Now, or gunships, sorry, I always mix those two up. Banshees, okay, that's their official term. But they are flying in here to Javaris von Ibergoff. He is not ready for this. Has 0 anti-air. This could be a lot of damage coming down already. Is not electing not to build anti-air. Decides he doesn't need it. Anti-air is for chumps. Just shoot up, forehead. And they kill all of his mexes. And then die. 4 mechs, eh. You know what, dude? That was good, Andy. All right. Now, you know what? He's saying that because last game, I casted last game. And the reason last game isn't going to make it to my channel is because of him. Because he went and literally took 2 people out of the game with 3 gunships. And it was not... It just wasn't good. All right? It was not a quality game. If I... Excuse me. If I say so myself. Ugh. Hiccup. Jeez. Alright, everybody get into their positions. Everybody drawing the lines in the sand saying, if you cross here, prepare for me to do something about it. Alright? Inspircy. It's just inspires EA. Maybe he works for EA. Don't know. Unconfirmed. Zestu, oh daddy, getting a little bit forward here. Now, I gotta remember, the sand isn't necessarily the halfway point, but it kind of is, you know? Kind of is. Blue Pylon is a little, look at a little, well, he is only facing False Lander right here. We do have a more western spread for Team Red, and a more eastern spread for Team Blue. Now that is probably just due to the mech's layout. I'm assuming they all just went to the natural mech's spawn points, so it's probably just the layout of the map and is what usually happens. But it is interesting nonetheless. Air coming out for Matusakes. Ticks getting some more scouting done for O'Daddy. O'Daddy has a fucking iron vault of metal going on right now. I don't know where all that is coming from. Laser towers shooting people. Wisdom Andy gonna be getting fighters. Now it's gonna be interesting to see who is better in the air. We already have fighters, it looks like. Yes, we do have fighters coming out for Matt. That's his name. That's all I'm saying. Matt. Alright. We got gunships coming in. Gonna harass O'Daddy's units a little bit. Now, laser towers are good at suggesting that they go away. If you don't know, lasers do up to 50% less damage at max range. I'm pretty sure that's the number. And... well, yeah, that should tell you enough. When they're shooting up in the sky, it's a little far away. They're not going to be doing a lot of damage, so they kind of tickle even the lightest of gunships. Got an artillery already coming down for Blue Pylon. Now this does mean he doesn't have a lot covering it, because that is a pretty early artillery. So yeah, they're just gonna walk at it, and it's gonna work because he doesn't have anything. He should be using these Centurions right now. Like he needs to just hold this. This is such a big loss. He needs to use them, but unfortunately he had no backup. And Eztuzd is right here to back up his homie False Lander, who is Homelander's evil opposite. Evil, what's the alter ego? Is it alter ego? I don't know. Evil clone. There we go. Evil Homelander. False Lander. Or would it be a Waylander? Or Homeless Lander? I don't know. Either way. False Lander, pretty cool name. That's the conclusion I have drawn. Zestu. Pushing in with the thugs over here. Got some artillery. Well, and by some, I mean, well, a few. What just happened? Somebody just... okay, yeah. That was on purpose. Bintima sacrificing his commander to get some metal from it. Or self-destructing his commander to get some metal from it. We got bombers coming out for Wisdom Andy. We got X not chilling on the front line fighters being flown about for both teams right now. Well, no, actually, I say that. Wisdom Andy has not gotten his fighters out yet. We got kind of a 3v1 going on over here for Zestu. Pulling a lot of attention his way. Has Humble Jack. Has the gunships from Matt. And has the artillery from Javaris. All over here right now. That means they are definitely very weak somewhere. These 27 pawns and 2 ticks who received a promotion, I'm assuming, or are along for tagging along. They're interns right now. Maybe one day they'll be pawns, but they could easily go in here. This is a game-ending flank right now. If he goes in through here, obviously you can't know this, but this is the opportunities you need to be looking for in your game. If you look over here and see 3 different colors of units, well, that means they're not elsewhere. They're not here, for instance. And there's one tower. They could dive all the way into here. You know, this is extremely fragile to ground. And those are just the opportunities you can look for in your game. Something I need to get better at, because I will kind of just get very headstrong and be like, well, fuck you. I'm going to bash my head against your wall of turrets or die trying, and usually I die trying. So this is also something I can learn from. But we got bombers coming in for Wisdom Andy. Going to attempt to help alleviate some pressure over here. Never mind, he's going to turn around and leave. So ignore me. Humble Jack says, well, he's fucked. Not sure how he's fucked. What? Yeah, anyway. Inspercy diving in here with his pawns. Gonna get creamed. No other way to put it. Absolutely creamed. Red team really working together really well. We're seeing a lot of solo play coming out from blue team, except over here. Everybody's just over here right now, and I'm not sure this is the best allocation of units right now. As Inspercy gonna get Dovan. I almost said dived on, but that's not a word, so I didn't. And he goes down. That is a commander down for Inspercy, and that is going to be a lot of metal donated to red team, as blue team just not in position to gather those resources right now. Over here on this side, the west side, False Lander poking in a little bit, has the res bots to heal up, the grave robbers to heal up and res units as they die. Very efficient way to be on the front line. Saves a lot of metal, and it just kind of compounds your strength as you keep resurrecting them. Over here we got I Wanna Know with his gunships flying around, looking pretty, not really doing a whole lot. We got the dive in over here from Wisdom Andy and friends. Gonna be going for the comm, isn't gonna get it. Not exactly the best use of bombers that I've ever seen. Oh, Daddy must have sent his unit. No, he was in the middle. He was in the middle. All right, so oh, Daddy, still this angle right here is open for the take, and just laying it all out there for the red team to take advantage of. But red team a little shy. You know, it's tough to be a hint taker. You gotta get full consent. Blue team not consenting right now. False Lander cares not for consent and is going to shove his rockets straight into this artillery position right here. Blue Pylon has a nice lineup for the D-gun, completely wastes that opportunity and whiffs. Beautiful. We got some Fiends, disgusting tier 2 unit from as coming out here. Very good early game unit. They fall off pretty hard once they can start getting blasted by you know, tanks and whatnot, but they absolutely shred bots early game or mid game. Is this mid game now? It's probably mid game, I guess. Wisdom Andy says he's being slow. Still, he's finally on tier 2. Doesn't have tier 2 mexes coming down yet. But they're going to try to break out of this position right here. It is a tough choke with the high ground. He really should have been securing this a long time ago. Blue team should have secured this ASAP. This should have been the first place you moved towards with your commander. Humble Jack, though, probably a new player, so I'm not going to roast him too hard. He just sucks a little bit. No, I'm sorry. If you're new here, which most people will be, because, you know, I haven't made very much. I'm a pretty big shit talker, but it doesn't mean anything. It's all in good fun, all right? It's just a game, and we're here to have fun. Javaris breaking out of here with his artillery. A very fragile team comp. Yep. And Daddy going to jump on this opportunity. We have some Sheldons backing them up, but this is going to be like most of this artillery going down. Why can't this happen in my games? Everybody's artillery is protected by a Czar or Pounders. This dude. Daddy just walks in, kills every single one of them. Beautiful. Love it. This is a wall. I thought this was... Wow. That is quite the wall. That's really cool, actually. I like this terrain. This map's cool. Let's just... You know what? In the midst of all this fighting, it's great to see... Oh, hang on. Artillery going down. Cool. Artillery placed in the worst spot, may I add. Good lord, Blue Pylon. I don't think you could have gotten it much more inefficient than that. What was it going to shoot? Like... There's a mountain in the... Anyway, it can go higher. You know what? It can go high arc. You know what? High trajectory. Okay, you know what? I'll stop flaming. That's my bad. But let's look at the map. The map is just... It's kind of cool. I personally am a fan of the geology here. The rocks and the trees. Alright, enough looking at that. Look elsewhere now. Pay attention to these fighters flying around beautifully. The air in this game, and you know, in other games like it, is so cool. I come from StarCraft, where flying units are kind of just... It's hard to... They're not really flying. They float in the air, and there's not much like weight behind it. You know, they just they can sit still whenever they want. They're all VTOLs apparently. But these guys, the way flying is handled in this game is so much... It's so fluid, just like real flying, and it looks beautiful. I love it. Red, don't forget anti-nuke. I don't think that's something he has to worry about anytime soon. See if any nukes are on the table. No. No nukes coming in anytime soon. We do have a fat army of Sheldons coming out from the carry for blue team. Very important. He's going to need to pull his weight right now. Blue team is way... Wow, I didn't even notice. Let's go ahead and look at these middle mexes right now. This one's 2, so I'm going to assume the rest are 2 as well, which means... what I'm looking at right now is over here in the top right. This is the incomes for the team. Right now, red team consistently double what blue team is putting out medal wise, and that's really bad. That has got to be all in tech advantage right now. Not all in tech advantage. Obviously red has a very forward position, but it wouldn't lead to double right now without there also being a tech discrepancy. And right now we have I Wanna Know bringing in some gunships here. No, not a single anti-air. Nope, never mind, I lied to you right in front of your face. There is anti-air right here. And that's going to help, yeah, scare I Wanna Know off. Fiends being the front line for the Sheldons from Beninotima, 93. Getting D-gunned right now at the moment. The Sheldons, it's a little disjointed, this push. The Fiends needed to wait a little bit longer because they could still very much be alive. And that would be a lot more effective right now. But overall, Tima being a very good backbone for his team. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Very good backbone for his team with the Sheldons. Now, it is a fragile backbone. He needs to be careful with these. He loses these. That's pretty much his team's chance in the game right now, because they are still halfway to Red's medal income right now. Definitely pay attention to this. Number's a little bit small. Hopefully we get something better for that in the future. But this has been a long time with them being so far behind in medal income that it's really going to start showing itself here pretty soon, if it hasn't already. Pink also, Zestu pushing in over here against Humble Jack. We actually had somebody leave. I missed that a long time ago, maybe. I'm not sure when that was. And nor am I sure who it was. How long has it been that way? I need to pay attention more. The fighters from I Wanna Know and the ground army from Falslander pushing up here against the Blue Pylon. Blue Pylon gonna be losing a lot, especially with the thugs firing at the air like that. I'm not exactly sure how to counteract that with micro, but definitely needs to figure it out, because that is not an efficient use. Thugs not gonna be hitting anything in the air. They needed to have been firing at the Sheldons down here if they wanted any chance of holding this position. Blue Pylon was typing the whole time, and now that is a mistake. Blue Pylon is alone over here. Oh, he took over for here or here. And I don't think that was... Maybe that was really early in the game. Yikers. I have the awareness of something that's not very aware. Some rocket bots coming out from Inspersy. Very good for dislodging position. However, I'm going to need more than that. Falslander breaking through the front line right here. Lost his grave robbers that were up here sucking all the metal, so he's not going to compound this lead just yet. The Centurions being punching bags, as they usually are. The grave robbers coming in, being shot by the gunship. Good targeting from Ag, I gotta say. That was beautiful. That stops a lot of this lead that he's going to get. And now the air coming in. Falslander probably going to lose. No, definitely going to lose this whole little army he had here. This whole little platoon of Sheldons and friends. Falslander's comm could definitely be under dire circumstances right now. Oh, sorry, I knocked over one of my cups. As my room is a mess and everywhere is sadness and depression. Falslander, gonna die. And that's his comm going down. Now, pretty solid. Oh, that signals the fighter fleet. Perhaps a little late. Turn around. Yep. Job was done by the commander. If indirectly. So. But, you know, those planes are dead now, so good job, guys. Okay, he's going to make them patrol back and forth here. You know, it's the lazy man's way of covering the whole map. Really, he should have reacted a long time ago. We're not going to hate on it for too long, though. Gunships here. Definitely should, Wisdom Andy should put his fighters around these gunships to protect them, because they're going to be countered by fighters here pretty soon. You should know that's going to happen. Air coming out from Benitima, doing very good, getting a little bit of everything, making sure he has no weaknesses. And the fighters coming in here now. See, this is what I was talking about. Wisdom Andy should have moved his fighters forward. There was no reason for them to go back. And that's going to be all the fighters for whatever his name is going down. I want to know. Yeah, how could I forget? How could I forget? But, yeah. That is unfortunate for I want to know. They're not all dead. You know, he didn't actually lose that many, because I believe, yeah, they're roughnecks. So those are T2s. Versus the T1 air. Yes, T1 fighters from But he is diving in here with Sheldon's. Fighter is not going to do anything about that. And this is the versatility coming out from him. From Timma. But in the meantime, oh daddy, pushing in here. Without Zestyu. Zestyu, 4 people on 1 choke. Yes, there's a lot going on here. Even Timma handling stuff over here while pushing in on the west. He is on complete opposite sides of the field right now and handling it very well, if I do say so myself. It's hard to believe sometimes that this game is played by humans with how cool it can be. Yellow just left. False lander done. Out of the game, gone. Quit. Let's go, blue team. Can they bring this back? Now, I got yelled at last video. Not yelled at, I'm just kidding. But I did get it pointed out to me that the last time I mentioned there was a comeback, it really wasn't a comeback. And that was because the economies were equal. Now, I thought it was a comeback because one team lost their front line. And they still managed to hold on without their front line, which I think is pretty, you know, comeback-ish. So now that blue team has been half their econ, is it okay to call it a comeback now? We'll find out once I clickbait people and they correct me or not. Let's go. Can blue team get the comeback? Let's see. Sheldon's exposed here. We got the anti-air though. The thistles. Nope. Nestles. There. That's right. These are the Nestles. They're called nettles. I know I'm gonna get corrected. So they're called nettles, but I'm gonna call them Nestles because that's what the word looks like. And it works with my brain. Humble Jack losing his tanks right here. A little bit too far forward, and this is a crazy amount of hounds coming out with the crossbows to support them. Very good combo right there. Not gonna have too many weaknesses except like a Czar. If he's stuck on T1 Humble Jack. It's 27 minutes in. Oh no, he's not. He has a T2 right there, you blind ass commentator. Jesus. But he does have the pounders, which are good against the hounds, except for the fact that they can never touch them. If there was a single Czar coming out, a Czar has a field day with hounds. So long as, wow, this is just bullying at this point. Bombers coming in from Wisdom Andy. I'll hold that thought for now. What is this on the mini-map? An EMP bomber. That's a stiletto. Crazy. Those things are so cool. Anyway, the bombers kind of came in, did a little bit of nothing, and then flew away. Said their job is done. Absolute Chad move. Poking in, going on in the middle. Now, that is a cool vortex of flying fighters. That looks super sick. Kind of showing off right now. Kind of unnecessary. But, dude, Timna with vehicles as well. He just has everything. He is just... He is putting this team on his back right now. Without him, this team would have fallen way long ago. And we got to give credit where credit is due, my man. You have earned that rank, and I am proud of you, okay? This is beautiful to see. This is a replay that I think people should study and watch what this guy is doing for... Not saying he's perfect, but it is definitely something you could follow in most games where you're a backline like he is. It's not going to teach you about the front line very well, but he's doing really well right now. Unfortunately, this is a lot of hounds. And that is an exact measurement. A lot. And this is really bad. Blue team, you're going to ruin my title if you don't have a comeback right here. I have to come up with something else. Like, can one man carry it all? That'll be the title. Beautiful. And it looks like, no, he is very exposed right now. This is going to be all of his economy going down very soon. And that is devastating. T1 war crimes being committed. Unfortunately, we do not condone those here, so we're going to have to look away. Just kidding. Let's watch the action as it happens. Bombers coming in, and that is going to be GG because that is the final hope for blue team going down. Their best player. losing everything as it goes down in flames. Beautiful work from Zestu and O'Daddy, pressuring this one position, their weak position, kind of. You know, it is their weak leg that they were limping on over here. But really, all around good work from red team. They knew what they had to do. They got to the middle. They secured forward position so they could get the max advantage, and really just held on from there. Some good play all around, and a very entertaining game. And that is the resignation. Actually, a timely ending. Beautiful. Much better than the last game I recorded. I am very happy with that. And I hope y'all are happy with that. And I hope to see you guys in the next time. Peace.